So take somebody's breath away doesn't mean that you're taking their breath away. That wouldn't be good. It means that someone thinks something is very impressive or beautiful.
And if something takes your breath away, we can say it's breathtaking.
That's right.
So not only does Haygarth's art take your breath away, it also carries a message.
Now, what is Haygarth's message? The article tells us. It says his most recent project is a photo book called Strand. Now, the adjective recent, spelled R-E-C-E-N-T, recent, describes something that happened or started a short time ago. As an example, we might say, I can't wait to see my favorite actor's most recent movie. It just came out last weekend.
Recent 最近的，如果我们在字尾呢加上 ly, recently 就是它的副词最近的。
We could also say that Elsie recently went to the beach and cleaned up some garbage.
Yes, I did.
Because it was last weekend. That's recent. Now, the article tells us a bit more about Haygarth's book. It says, each picture in Strand is of objects found washed up on the English coast. That's not great. But we can use the phrase wash up when we talk about something that the ocean carries in with its waves and leaves somewhere, like on a beach. Now, for example, we might say, too often, the waves at the beach near my house wash up plastic garbage onto the sand.
Wash up 是把东西冲上岸的意思。Haygarth uses things that are washed up on the coast to make the photo book Strand.
What kind of things could be washed up on the beach? It could be anything. Sometimes it's shoes.
Yes.
Sometimes it's like plastic toys that
Plastic
people
things.
play with at the beach. Plastic garbage bags
Or
and
cans.
things like this, cans
Yes.
and bottles. That leads us to the next line of the article, which says, the photos show the growing pollution of the environment. Now we see the noun pollution here, and it's spelled P-O-L-L-U-T-I-O-N, pollution. Now pollution is the process of damaging the water, air, or land with chemicals or other dangerous things. For example, we could say, the factory had to pay $10 million because of its pollution of the local river.
Pollution 污染，它是一个名词。There is air pollution 空气污染 water pollution 水污染。It means the air and water are polluted，也就是空气和水都是受到污染的 polluted。
Now that brings us to the last line of day 1 of our article, which says, Haygarth's art shows the power of art to give an environmental message. Now we see the long adjective environmental here. It's spelled E-N-V-I-R-O-N-M-E-N-T-A-L, environmental. Environmental describes things that are related to the natural world and the effects something has on the natural world. For example, the president will focus on environmental issues in his speech. He wants to talk about ways to protect our forests.
Environment 是环境的意思，这个同学都很熟悉。那如果我们在字尾加上 al environmental， 那就是环境上的。When we see Haygarth's art, we can receive environmental messages too. We can know what's going on with our environment.
Well, that's all the time we've got for today's article, but let's get to our For You chat question next before we wrap up.